Hi everyone, welcome to Car Chats with the Ordinary Professor. I'm Courtney. Hi.
Hi guys, I'm Anacia.
So today we're talking about communications. So there's 3 types of communication, and this is from the book The Super Communicator, but I wanted to break it down so how we understand it. So there's D, E, and S. D is decision making. That's when you come to the table and you have to make a decision like what's for dinner or what college I want to go to or should I take this job, yes or no. So that's a decision making process. So turning it over to you, how do you prepare for a decision making conversation?
When I have to have that conversation, it's a very in my head type of thinking. So I take my time, I put together a bunch of points, all of my knowledge on what I have to on that topic, and I take my time with understanding it before I make that decision.
Nice. So, and that's really cool. So it sounds like you come prepared, you have your arguments, you kind of plan it out, map it out. So I come into it like, hey, I need to run an idea by you, and I go blip. I just verbally process out, right? So then that makes us different when we're coming. We have to know, are we at the D conversation, and I have to be open to listen and have you walk me through it, and where you have to be like, okay, just take this and move it. So we're working together in our communication on how do we organize ourselves so that we're aligned. So that 2 different types of processing on the D. Now the E is emotional. So how do you prepare for an emotional conversation?
When I have to prepare for an emotional conversation, I usually read the room and I try to kind of understand how that person is going to help me. So if I know that person has a different set of skills or a different set of knowledge that a different person won't have, I might word it differently. I might state it differently because I know that their understanding might be different than someone else.
Yeah, and I would say I agree. So when it comes to emotional conversations, I'm a little more guarded, where I read the room, and the thing I do slightly different than you, then I actually sometimes tailor my story to be more receptive, almost because I'm super conflict avoidant, I run away. So if I know if it's going to create conflict, me sharing my emotions, I'll hold back a little more. So it's so we're similar but a little different. I would say I'm more evasive, but I do, like you do, read the room. It's super important because I don't want to feel overexposed, right? Okay. So now the last one is social. So social is hey, friendly, chit chat or just making friends, different than emotional. So how do you show up for a social?
I think I'm pretty inclusive, right? Yeah. I always just try to make everybody feel included. I want to feel included, so I try to make sure that everybody feels included. And I just always have a open mindset when it comes to those kind of conversations.
Awesome. Yeah, you are. You're really, I love that. So for me, slightly different. So I have Dr. Pegram, and then there's Courtney, and then if you watch my TED Talk, it's Katie. So I have to almost come to the room realizing that it's okay to not know what to say socially, because I can be super socially awkward. So people like you make me feel included, where I can feel I bring my whole self. So it's okay to not know sometimes how to show up socially, as long as you're realizing this is a social conversation, right? Don't have to go deep, dark, and twisty here, or I don't have to make a decision, but I can sit at the table and have a conversation to build a friendship. So that's how it is. So that's DES, and that's how we apply it, and that's from the book The Super Communicator. So thanks for joining.
Thanks guys.
Bye.